my fellow fighters and the people of the world. So during the time when I was spent on YouTube, I couldn't comment much on the things that were happening in the politics of South Africa. But observing, of course, I was observing. I was very observant of everything that was happening. And one common thing I realized and noticed is that these MK party guys, bunch of hypocrites by the way, they were attacking Julius Malema for speaking in Nigeria. They were attacking him for going to Nigeria, where he was invited to speak in that conference in Nigeria. They were attacking him, calling him unpatriotic for going, or maybe for accepting the invitation to go and speak in Nigeria. But one thing that made them hypocrites is because they forgot a few days before Julius Malema, or a few weeks, a few days before Julius Malema went to Nigeria, their president, the president whom they worship like is their god, Ubaba, President Jacob Zuma, was also speaking in Ghana, and he was also saying the exactly same things that Julius Malema was saying in Nigeria. The hypocrisy in these people. They forgot, or maybe rather they were not even listening, or maybe they never even cared to go and research what their president was saying in Ghana. Their president, to those who don't know, in Ghana, President Jacob Zuma, MK party members, in Ghana he spoke about Africa creating one currency, Africa coming together to be one, Africa having one military, so Africa can be one united big force against the USA. Africa must rely on its own resources, must have its own independence outside of the US dollar and the USA, or getting help from outsiders. He was speaking about that. He was speaking about United Africa, the same thing Julius Malema was speaking about. But you guys, you want to hate Julius Malema for speaking in Nigeria, but you forget that your president was also speaking in the neighboring country of Nigeria, just like it was in Nigeria, in Ghana, West Africa, in West Africa, in northern West Africa, in Ghana. He was there. You guys turned a blind eye, you acted like you didn't see, you acted like your president was never there. But it became a problem when Julius, the CIC, went to Nigeria. I don't know this thing, what is it? It must be jealousy or something. It must be jealousy because some of these people are the same age as Julius Malema, and they see him achieving so much greatness, and they act like they can't see. And they can see, and we all know they see. All of these people are taking Julius. Many of them are his age group. Many of them, they haven't achieved nothing. They haven't done nothing for anyone. They haven't tried to change anyone's lives. They haven't preached ideas that at least try to conscientize people, even just by speaking. They don't need to do anything. Many of these people have never even tried to do nothing to help another person. But they want to attack this guy who has done so much in trying to help a black man, a black woman, a black child. Not just idealistically by ideas, not just by speaking, but also helping financially, but also helping through his own resources, by also helping through his associations. He did a lot, and these guys, they can see it. Many of these old timers are equally towards this guy, and many of them are there in the MK party. And this attack toward him seemed so much coordinated when he went to Nigeria. Everyone was saying the same thing. Hey, you are a sellout. Why did you go to Nigeria? You don't know Nigeria and South Africa. It's not a good term. We are not in speaking terms. Nigerians are selling itagamizo. Julius Malema didn't go there to meet drug dealers. He didn't go there to meet street gangs. He went to a profession. These guys want to act like this guy went to meet some street gangs, street Nigerian dealers. But We all know what is it now. By now, I think we can all tell this is pure jealousy from people who are the same age as this guy, who see and witness this guy's greatness, this guy's achievements. They wish it was them. I'm telling you now, they wish it was them who had went there to speak in Nigeria. They wish so bad it was them, but it's not them. But because I was not on YouTube, I couldn't speak about this when it happened, but I kept on noticing it. Even today, if you go, a bunch of MK party people, even some people from Floyd Shivambu's Kapali, Floyd Shivambu's side, Lapa, in the Maebuya what, they still want to use that to attack him. Hey, Julius Malema for foreigners. But they forget that President Ramaphosa, now, was in Zimbabwe, speaking about how Zimbabweans and South Africans should work together in agriculture to import and the agricultural foods, vegetables, and everything that has to do with agriculture. South Africa and Zimbabwe must work together. They forget that he was there in some expo, some agricultural expo, something that has to do with what's this farming expo, whatever. President Ramaphosa was there. Now, a few days back, he was speaking about that. They never made it a wow. They never trended it. They never spoke about it. Had it been Julius Malema who was in that expo there, had it been Julius Malema who was in Ghana, where President Jacob Zuma was speaking, now we visiting 3 countries in Africa. If he had went to Nigeria, went to Ghana, went to Zimbabwe now, it was the end of him. It was the end of him. All these political parties would have finally had something to campaign about. They would have funded it proper. But they're forgetting the president was there in Ghana, speaking about the same thing Julius Malema was speaking about. Whereas with their president, he was scoping the ideas of the EFF. He has never stood for any one unity Africa. That man, President Jacob Zuma, he has never been. During his presidency, when has he been speaking about one Africa, Africa must unite? The same reason why Julius Malema were left and were expelled from the ANC, because of this trying to come with this radicalized African unity thing, is the same reason now this man is preaching. He's preaching the same thing he expelled this young man about. They expelled Julius Malema for the same thing President Jacob Zuma is claiming to stand for today. Somehow we must turn a blind eye. You shut up. Don't talk about President Jacob Zuma. MK Party has more numbers. Nobody cares, man. We are saying you guys are hypocrites because you are attacking the CIC for doing the same thing your own president did, and you don't see the hypocrisy in that. And I'm bringing the clarity to expose your hypocrisy, and you're still turning a blind eye, acting like you don't see. This is not an attack on your President Jacob Zuma. This is to show you that you're a hypocrite. But hi, it is what it is. The CIC, my CIC, man, the guy whom I got banned for. But hey, it's a beautiful world we live in. It is what it is. But thank you very much. Thank you.